Good morning. This is Killaland on the Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
The Osceola County Sheriff's Office in northwest Iowa tells us that a train derailed yesterday in Sibley, which is between Rock Rapids and Okoboji. Some Sibley residents say they were told to evacuate Sunday afternoon. An
Iowa State trooper told our crew on scene that they were worried that whatever was burning from the derailment is toxic to inhale.
We left our house about 2:45. They came to our door and they told us that we needed to leave immediately. So, it just kind of left you in shock, like, oh, where are we going and what are we going to do? And
Emily Hawley, communications manager for Nebraska and Iowa for the American Red Cross, tells us that there were no reported injuries during the derailment.
A reception center was opened at Ashton Legion Hall just down the road from Sibley. We'll continue to update you on this situation as we learn more.
A Harrisburg man has been charged after he allegedly led sheriff's deputies on a high-speed chase. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office says the chase last month began near Harrisburg High School when an officer attempted to pull over a car for speeding. The vehicle took off, turned off its lights, and raced away. The vehicle reached speeds of more than 100 miles per hour with its headlights off. Deputies ended the chase when the vehicle entered Sioux Falls due to safety concerns. Deputies discovered the 20-year-old Harrisburg man owned the vehicle and later arrested him outside his house. South Dakota authorities have identified the woman killed last week in a two-vehicle crash west of Canastota. The Highway Patrol says 64-year-old Deborah Zickman of Candu, North Dakota, was thrown from her vehicle after being struck by a car that ran through a stop sign on Tuesday. Zickman died at the scene. Authorities say charges are pending against the other driver, 20-year-old Kate Meyer of Bridgewater.
Turning to weather now, warm temps are here to stay in Kettleland.
Let's get a check of our current temperatures with meteorologist Scott Munt.
Well, good morning, you two. Good morning, everybody. We are looking at warm temperatures as we do go through this week. 70s and 80s will probably stay with us. Western South Dakota, that could be a different story. Numbers will be slightly cooler by the time we do get into this coming weekend. Let's go ahead and check the outline for everybody as we are looking at some morning fog. That will go away. Partly cloudy skies later this afternoon. As I mentioned, 70s and 80s will be here. And as we go in the later part of this week and for the weekend, we have better chances for rain. More details on the Kettleland Live Doppler forecast with Brian Karstens coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Well, when he traveled to Denver, Colorado, Sioux Falls native Emmett Reistroffer noticed and rode in quite a few pedicabs. It inspired him to create a service here in Sioux Falls.
He says Sioux Falls Pedicabs will provide a new, environmentally friendly way to get around.
When I was a little kid, I rode bikes around downtown. When it was a ghost town, there was nothing open. Now I'm excited as an adult to drive pedicabs around downtown because there's so many things open and so many things to do, and we get to give people rides at the same time.
He's launching the service on May 29th with 2 cabs. He hopes to have 5 up and cycling by mid to late June.
The public will also be able to reserve rides in advance and even hire for events. That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at that weather forecast with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, weather today, a few clouds here and there, but overall a nice mild forecast. Temperatures in the 70s, low 80s, in fact, in Aberdeen, where sunshine will be the rule today. Rapid City, a bit cooler in the upper 60s. Rain chance not too much, though, today. Below 20%. And we do see tomorrow, too, featuring a prevalent southeasterly flow. That'll bump up our moisture values in the southeast. Maybe keep our temperature down a little bit in Sioux Falls at 73. But if we get any scattered or isolated rain chances, that may spark in south central South Dakota. I do think by Wednesday, this pattern should start to get a little bit more organized, and a couple more scattered thunderstorm possibilities are in the forecast, especially in the east. And keep watching things. Thursday could incorporate a few more scattered clusters of thunderstorms and showers. Highs today is reflected there, 77 degrees. Sioux Falls and Mitchell, 79 in Huron. 7-day forecast, a lot of those 70s keep rolling on in here. In fact, close to 80 by the end of the week, if not into the 80s by Friday. So the best chances of rain right now, we're going to group up Wednesday and Thursday together, and also Saturday and Sunday could feature more scattered showers and thunderstorms. Likewise, Aberdeen later in the week, Thursday into Friday, that's when things may start to pop up, and keep watching that. I think the Northeast still will have some interesting possibilities for showers and thunderstorms as we have a pretty strong front to our north, and that may end up sparking some better rain here for a change, and that's certainly welcome for these drought areas. And you look at PIERRE, also frequent chances of showers and thunderstorms, not necessarily huge percentages there just yet, but I do think there's room for those to grow. We'll be pinpointing the exact timing on these waves coming up later, days 5, 6, and 7. So continue to watch for that. And Rapid City, also a good bounce in the temperature department. 80 degrees by Thursday. Looks like chances of rain too Wednesday through Friday. Check out the details with the forecast at KEBOLAND.com.